guys, I usually do this a little different, but don't mind me. I'm kind of nervous. The teacher's in town here right now. I want to welcome Ken Walls. He's just an amazing guy. This is a special super show for me because a year ago I had the honors to introduce him on as a keynote speaker to our show. And we were like instant friends. Like, I cannot tell you, this man is just amazing. I'm gonna before I do Unjustice here, I'd like him to share a little bit about him. He's pretty modest, but just tell us real quick about you and about the Grow Academy. GrOwLive Academy.
GrOwLive Academy, yeah.
Yes.
So, I what do you want to know, Lynn?
I want people to know how you are Amazon influencer, your friends. I mean, just a little how you got started and even doing broadcast and where you're at.
So I started doing live streams back in 2014. Saul Grant Cardone was doing live streams on Periscope, and it was a brand new platform at the time, and I didn't even have an iPhone at the time. I had an Android, and I saw that it was only available on iPhone, so I went and got an iPhone, and the rest is history. I started doing live streams on Periscope, and then there was another app that came out called Meerkat. Then there was another platform called Blab, and I just started doing live streams. In the first year or year and a half or so, I'm pretty sure I did over 1,000 live streams on Periscope. I was going live multiple times a day, and sometimes back then I would go live for 10 minutes. There were times when I'd go live for an hour and a half, and just get on and talk about life and helping people, So I've done now, I don't know the exact number, somewhere in the vicinity of probably 2,500 live streams or so. I've done a lot of them. Actually.
You've been awesome. I don't know if you noticed, we have a couple students in the house here.
I see Tammy Storm and Tom Ginn and hello, Charisse. She's not a student yet, but hopefully she will be someday.
She's a rank maker, though. She's a rank maker, so she's a step in the door.
That's awesome.
I just got to say, Ken, you are one of the most modest, humble, caring guy I know, and I'm not the only one that feels that way. So I want to go ahead and play something really quick.
And I am honored and privileged to help out Lynn Serrano with putting together a quick video on how I met Ken and what this guy has meant to me and my business. Met Ken during the 75 Hard Challenge. I reached out to him about the GrOwLive Academy. I believe it was January, February, sometime. I forget the date. But he was so gracious and very kind, and he reached out to me, answered all my questions. And I tell you, it has been it was a great beginning to what I would call a great friendship. Always available to answer my questions. His GrOwLive Academy course is second to none. It is just full of value, and he's always adding to the class. Loving the weekly coaching sessions, daily interviews, but this guy is top notch. Ken, we love you, brother. Talk to you soon.
I want to thank Mark for doing that, but
that's awesome. Mark's such a good guy.
You don't understand. I feel like Cheryl gave me the honor to introduce you, and I feel like the honor to be this about how much I'm not the only one that's grateful for who you are, for you becoming sober. You wrote an awesome book. I suggest everybody get this. I just like your, no nonsense. This is how you do it. Decide what you really want out of life. Like, this page 62 is worth every bit of this book. I just love this book. I got it highlighted. I just,
Wow.
that kind of stuff. It just, you're really loved. and you do so much for so many people. And you know, I can't I can't thank you enough for the fact that, you know, people don't understand that we're all connected. It
Yeah.
takes us to get out of our own head to get into doing something for somebody else, which
Yeah.
makes you feel so good. Makes you feel so good.
It
And
does.
you realize your shit is just shit. I mean, we all go through crap, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And I'm just
We
so
do.
humbled to say that when you can help somebody else, which you've done, you're amazing. Just like in my little video, I was able to message you real quick and you got to see my brand new grandson. I mean, like,
Yeah.
you know, all these touching moments. And I'm just really tickled because I have another little message for you.
Hi, Ken. It's Tammy here. So I met you through Kimberly Houseman. I think we were about to watch a movie or something, and she stopped it and was like, "Oh no, wait, we've got to get on this live." So I got on and checked it out, and your lives are amazing. I've learned so much. Your classes are amazing. It's like networking on steroids. So, I mean, I've just been connected with so many people. It's like we are all one big happy family. I love it. The positivity, just, we're all there for each other, and it's all because of you. We all met through you. So thank you for all you do, and look at how far you've come, right? All of us, really. So just thank you, Ken, for everything, for being you.
That's so nice. Thank you, Tammy. That's so nice. Lynn,
You
thank
know,
you.
I
Wow.
mean, just being one of your first students, and you're like, you know, nobody normally says this, but it was so cute when I said, "I'm doing your course." You're like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, really. That's how much I
I
love you.
think, Lynn, I think
I am
I'll have
your
to go
first
back
one."
and look, but I think you were the very first student.
But it was so cute because you're confident. Like, "Really? Lynn, you're so cool. Really, you're doing that?" I'm like, "Shit, yeah, I'm going on this ride with you, buddy."
That's
I'm just
awesome.
like, you know.
That's awesome. Yeah, and you know that I think I started this in January or February and somewhere
Well,
in there.
well, November, at the end of November is when you decided to make the course, and
Yeah,
I
but I hadn't made it yet.
plugged it. Yep, yep.
Yeah.
Like Grant Cardone.
Tammy's so sweet. Thank you. Hey, Nicole Young, how are you? Tammy, that's so nice. Thank you. I made when I started doing live streaming back in 2014, I realized that this was going to become the new TV. I realized that too many people are spending, I've been in marketing and website development for 26 years or so. And I just realized that this was going to become something. I just had a feeling, and I kept going live, and I kept doing these live streams, and I kept promoting other people and helping other people. And it eventually it turned into some really cool stuff. I've met some amazing people as a result. I've met, Ray Higdon and Jess are friends of mine. We helped, build out parts of the Higdon Group website, and Grant Cardone's a friend of mine, and I've done all kinds of stuff with Grant, and it's just been absolutely amazing. It really woke me up.
Well, yeah, I got to meet Ray Higdon 3 years ago, and I've seen him grow so much. He's going to be on my show sometime here soon too.
Yeah.
But it is amazing when I realize the ripple effect that we have on one another,
Yeah.
and how important it is that people realize, people can be shit. We know that, but
Yeah.
if you think of that quality, you get that quality when you start surrounding yourself with some amazing, fun people that like to laugh, be silly, and just that kindred spirit. It's
Yeah.
amazing how your world changes. And like I said, I was there since the beginning, and we both have evolved from a year ago. So, we're going to be tight forever for that, because people don't understand. We're just as scared as the next person. But you know what? This is an analogy I use all the time, and I'm going to continue to use it. You drive, right? Ken, you've driven in the dark. You've driven 70 miles
Yeah.
an hour on the highway, right?
Yeah.
That's more scarier than getting online. You're going to be, you know,
Yeah.
unless a plane falls on you or whatever, you know, it's just it's an amazing thing. And some amazing people, yes, you know, you know, and like we have some awesome people that have been in our presence, and I haven't stopped there yet. I've got another one for you.
Oh God.
Ken Walls, Tom Ginn, G-Force Academy. I just want to let you know how grateful I am to run across you, your teaching with GrOwLive Academy. You're a phenomenal giver, phenomenal teacher, phenomenal person of influence, and I am so grateful to know you and be part of your academy. This platform of streaming in which you teaching has done two significant things. It has improved my self-confidence, and number two, I see it as a way to boost my business, to influence. With all my heart's gratitude, thank you, Ken Walls, for who you are.
You know, I wish I would have the whole class here. I only have a few more surprises, but you know,
That's so nice. Thank you,
it's just,
Tom.
yes, that, I mean, I only told
Wow.
these guys on Monday to do this, and I just, you know, I would have the whole thing would be 60 minutes, 60 students minimum, and whatever. But you're getting the point. I
Yeah.
want it not only to be that I'm bullshitting and saying what a great person you are, but it's genuinely something that has truly touched our hearts, and I just
Thank you.
can't thank you enough. I mean, I asked you to
Yeah.
be on my show,
Wow.
and you're like, Lynn, I'm here.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's not that you want your friends to do anything for you, but it's nice to know that if you needed to, they're there for you.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. I agree. Thank you. I appreciate you putting all this together. That's amazing. I feel like I'm at my funeral or something.
You know, speaking of that, you know, at a young age, I learned about death and everything. And one thing I've always realized, even losing a friend at 14 years old, ninth grade, you shouldn't have to go to a friend's funeral. But there was a lot of people that didn't care about him. And then a lot of fake people come out, oh, blah, blah, blah. So it's always been my philosophy and my care and concern to let people know that why don't we show people how much we love them while they're here? It could make a big difference in their life. And
Yeah.
so that's huge to me. And
Yeah.
you know, it's super, you know, so yeah, we should have more celebration of one another than
I
when
agree.
they're gone. And so yeah, if that's how you feel, at least you know a little bit, just a little bit of what you mean here. Now I have permission for this one, and I couldn't do this next one really quick without saying that I'm just honored that because of you, I got to meet her.
This is a quick shout out and thank you to my fabulous friend, Ken Walls, mentor, coach, all the amazing things that he is. He put together this fantastic little gift, and I am so grateful. Thank you, Ken, for all your support this last year. I appreciate you so much.
That's nice. I love Pam. She's so amazing.
I'm thankful you brought her to me too, because
Yeah.
she's great. Which Sherry and her are going to be on my show on Friday.
Oh,
we're just going to be
good. They're
so
awesome.
excited. I know, I'm so
That's
excited
awesome.
about that.
That's awesome.
So let me see. This is what's nice. It's just my show. You never know. Yeah, it's good to celebrate people, and that's my philosophy here. Matter of fact, it's because of the gratitude I have for you that my future guests have to be careful of whoever I find to throw in a video now, because I really want to have that message of people need to know that they're appreciated. I mean, it's super important.
Yeah, that's awesome, Lynn.
Because I know you always show gratitude on your show. You always appreciate everybody for taking time to be with you. And look at Glenn. I love Glenn Morshower. He's just an amazing guy. Which, by the way, how did you meet him? I'd like to know that.
In a live stream.
Did
It was
you really?
it was some kind of, I forget what we were doing. It was some kind of a live stream event that I was invited to, and Glenn was on the panel, and him and I started talking, and then we ended up talking offline to because his he has an acting school that was affected by COVID and the shutdown and everything, and you know, they were doing acting classes in person in Dallas, and he didn't know how to get it online, and so I spent a weekend on Zoom with him and his wife and taught them everything they needed to know to take their acting school online. And now it's 100% online, and he has students joining in from all around the world. It's insane. And you know, Glenn is Glenn is on a different level than 99.9% of this planet, and maybe even more. But he's I've never met anyone like him, and him and I, there's so many things that resonate with each other that we just quickly became best friends. I mean, he's amazing. And like I was on his acting class last night, and he had a very famous actor that was with him teaching his acting class. Well, Glenn's a very famous actor, but this guy, why am I drawing a blank on the dude's name? But anyway, he was in there, excuse me, last night, and that was fun. I mean, Glenn is just a good person.
I agree. When you brought him in on Thursday night, we're blessed. I have like anything that's going on Thursday night, it's been in my heart and my priority to be at our class. I mean, it's amazing. And I mean, we spend so much time with negative people that we don't realize what's the positive is. You keep those negative people around, it's keeping away the positive people that naturally fill you up.
Yeah.
And the more you peel those layers away and you get, into these people, like I'll never forget when I first came to one of your live stream and you're like, Lynn Serrano, you're introducing me. I got to clear my Facebook friends just to put you on there. You made me feel pretty damn special. I mean, you're so freaking genuine, and you've always taken time to talk to me and everything. And like I said, it's just like, that's my people. That's my tribe. And so, so again, it's one of those things where when you brought him to the class, and he even said, I fought with the word goal for a long time. And he actually says, goals are actually outside of you. And what you should be looking for is what's natural, what's your nature. Your nature is in you. It's not, a goal is outside of you. So his perspective on life, I mean, like he's just amazing. And I haven't even had a chance to personally talk to him, but I'm so grateful just to be in his presence, even though I haven't directly been with him. He's got so much value. Yeah. And that's what you bring, Ken. You are like Mark said, you are the master connector. And all of us couldn't be any more happy that we found the shuttle of positivity and the ability to have for you to support us. I still got it. When you had your course, it was only 6 modules, 35 videos, and now being first student, I'm the behind student. So I got to get in there. You give so much value. I mean, I can't tell you guys how much value you give.
I think there's 110 videos in there now.
It's amazing what
something like that. Yeah.
He's a sage.
Glenn is definitely a sage. He is on it. Like I said, he's on a different level. I love that dude.
Yep. I love him too. And like I said, there we go. We're plugging in I've got that on the bottom there. Thank you. And by the way, I really appreciate and love Tammy so much. She's become a show stalker of mine. That's going to be an inside joke. She's my stalker and very much a supporter.
She's amazing.
She is amazing. Yeah. I am just so grateful. I've got another one for you.
Hey, Ken, Charles Coachman. I just wanted to say thank you so much for all that I have learned about trying to do a show this year, and met through Scott McCain, I guess right at the beginning of COVID when you had helped Scott get going on his training. And I'm just so glad that I was introduced to you at that time. And then I started following let's see, I guess it's the Ken and Glenn show with a guy named Scott. And it's been awesome. I really appreciate all that you've done for all of us, but I guess I can only talk for myself. Thank you so much, Ken. Have a blessed day, and cheers, my brother. Take care, man. Bye.
Okay, so my teacher, Ken, would say I shouldn't do overlays, but
Charles is awesome. He is such a good guy. Thank you, Charles. He sent me this
he
amazing,
did. Oh,
amazing coin. He sent me an entire case of these Michigan cinnamon things. Like, I mean, he is just such an amazing guy. I love that dude. So again, thank you for that as well. Thank you.
Tammy loves being my stalker.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So I know, one thing I've realized is I don't do well accepting compliments. And I know that you're probably the same thing, but you got to remember, you give out a lot of compliments. It's your turn to receive them, buddy.
Oh, I receive it. I love it.
I know, but I'm just saying,
I love it. Yeah, I love it.
We love you so much.
Thank you.
I'm just saying, you're such a humble guy. You give so much that
Thank you.
you're just awesome. What can I say? I'm going to throw another one on here.
Okay.
Hey, Ken Walls, Mark Gansert. Just want to say thank you to the master live streamer, master innovator, master creator, and, a man of integrity. And I'm so thankful that you called me, persuaded me to join your GrOwLive Academy. I think it's a tremendous thing. You're trying to develop a culture. Very unique individuals are members of this particular academy. And with that, I've got to share something here. I don't know if you remember this, but when I first started out, I got a little crazy and I was playing around with words, but it kind of goes like this. You remember this? I live streamed in the sunshine. I live streamed in the rain. I live streamed in ecstasy, euphoria, and pain. I live streamed in the morning. I live streamed at night. I'm going to keep on live streaming until I get it right. And that kind of sums it up for me here, the live streaming credo. Maybe we ought to put that out there in the airways for everybody to see. But Ken, seriously, you deserve everything coming to you. You're a great person. I consider you a true gentleman. And with that, I'm always wishing you continued growth and success.
That's awesome. Another amazing dude. Mark is amazing. Yes, Tom, thank you. Yes.
Awesome. I usually smile on my shows, but today I think I'm going to break my cheeks.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Wow. I can't say enough. I just can't. And I'm just thankful that they put it into words. And I'm going to do another one here because I got questions to ask you here soon.
Okay.
So,
good. That'd make it a better interview. Ask me questions.
Yes, we'll ask you questions.
Take my course, Lynn.
Yeah, I know. I promise every day I'm going to get some more. I'm telling you.
Such an honor and privilege to come on and talk about how I met Ken Walls and what he means to me. So I met Ken Walls about, 6.5 years ago now when Periscope got its start. And likes attract likes. So as you would have it, I attracted Ken Walls immediately through his Periscope live streams and through my live streams. And it was during that time that we connected with a bunch of other people and made a decision to come on to each other's lives every night like a train. And we would support each other. We would heart each other up. Well, during the process, we just grew to become really good friends. And it was so fun. And as all of us know, Ken was so playful and full of positive energy. And that was exactly what I was all about myself. So we just had a blast. It was so fun. And our friendship is just fast forwarded until, you know, him coming live on Facebook and so many people coming on and loving him and just really growing in what he's about. And everybody's been growing themselves. And so what does he mean to me? You know, that's what friendship is about. He means the true value of friendship. And I'm really grateful for the continued connection we have and the inner circle and the inner group that really is all about supporting each other and helping each other to rise to that greater, grander expression of ourselves and making sure that we all do it together. And came again with Ken and his Grow Lives and his GrOwLive program. And it's just constant continued value. So I really love Ken and I just honor and cherish our friendship.
Sherry. I love Sherry. She's amazing. And is it Drina Williams? Is that right?
Yes.
Drina? Thank you, Drina, for getting the ebook. I hope you enjoy it. You know, that ebook, so because of and I teach this in the academy about how to create influence, how to make yourself an influencer, and you know, because of all of the live streams and helping other people along the way, I've become really, really good friends with Jeffrey Gitomer, who wrote the Little Red Book of Selling. And he holds that book holds a lot of world records. It's the #1 best-selling sales book on planet Earth, and Jeffrey and I become really good friends. Well, he's written a new book called Go Live, and he said that he insisted with the publisher that if he's going to call it Go Live, that Ken Walls writes one of the opening chapters of the book. And he called me and asked me if I would write. I mean, this guy holds the world record, spending 103 consecutive weeks on the Wall Street Journal bestseller list. He's a 4 times New York Times bestselling author, and asking me to write one of the opening chapters of the book is quite possibly one of the greatest experiences of my professional life. And so I actually have the manuscript. I have and part of this book is the PDF, the live stream, the 100 live stream secrets and ideas. That's part of what I wrote is that. So, and there's more to it as well. And I have that in my Amazon influencer store at kenwalls.shop. But I think that, you know, look, it was Grant Cardone that said to me, I went crazy, and I talk about this in the academy, but I went crazy buying a bunch of seats to his webinar for a bunch of people. And I was doing these giveaways and all this stuff. And it was $50 a ticket. I ended up spending around $700 or so buying tickets for people to one of Grant's webinars. Well, I won a trip on his private jet as a result of that. And instead, when they called to schedule to have Grant fly in to pick me up, I said, you know, I'd rather just fly down to Miami and spend time one-on-one with Grant and you know, get some business advice. And it was the best decision I ever made. And you know, I went down there and he's like, dude, you have to manufacture your own celebrity. You know, celebrity is about the way people view you, and you can do it, especially with social media, if you're doing it right. And you know, I spent 3 hours with him that day, sitting at his desk across from him. He had lunch catered in. It was a phenomenal experience. And you know, I gotta say that, you know, that's where it all kind of really shifted for me. I mean, I've done website development for a long time, and I dominated my market in that arena. But when I decided that, okay, I guess I'm gonna try to figure out how this whole celebrity thing works, and you know, I just decided I'm just gonna keep giving to people. I'm gonna keep helping people. I'm gonna help other people promote what they're doing, and it's turned out to be pretty daggone cool.
And that's what I've always liked. I've always liked being the stage manager, you know. So I like this platform to do that.
Yeah.
And I haven't studied my GrOwLive Academy because I spent the boot camp with Cardone this weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, that was intense. I did his 10 days previous. So
Yeah.
he's the one who's keeping me. But I gotta say, as far as famous, to me, I wasn't interested ever in Grant Cardone, even though I had bought courses, but I never watched them until I know that he had an impact on you. And so if anything, he didn't become anything to me if it wasn't for you. So again, you're the master connector, because
yeah.
you
I mean,
truly are.
Grant does a heck of a job putting himself out there, but thank you for saying that. But I you know, I think that again, if everybody would learn how powerful this medium is, like, you know, it's incredibly powerful, and we all have a message. Everybody has something that they can do to help the world become a better place, and that's what this is about. I mean, in the GrOwLive Academy, it's not just about live streaming. There's much more to it. It's about life. It's about how to be a better person. It's about how to use all forms of social media, including some TikTok stuff, including Instagram stuff, you know, I mean, and every day I'm learning something new. I was 2 days ago, I spent well over an hour on a call, not a Zoom meeting, but similar to a Zoom meeting with Facebook and Instagram people, and going through some additional training for advertising and things that I can teach and deliver, you know, more information to people in the GrOwLive Academy. So again, it's and I'm allowed to go live on Amazon, which is insane to me. Like, it's absolutely crazy. But I'm doing an Amazon live tonight with an author that has a book that, you know, wants to promote it on Amazon. I'm going to help him with that. So, you know, that's I'm hearing myself a lot. You might want your speakers down a little bit.
Down. Okay.
Maybe. Yeah. That
Thanks,
might.
Teach.
One of the microphones helps too. One of the.
Is that better now?
It's about the same. Do you have a Yeti microphone?
No, sir. I will be getting one. I'm on a laptop tablet thing, and the ports, I have to get a port connector and do that. But my teacher told me, use whatever you got to go online.
You got to start where you are. That's for sure. Definitely.
And that's just it. I'm kind of a person that learns as I go, kind of thing. And because I can teach the lesson, but I don't know what it's for until I do it.
Yeah.
And so, you know, and for some of my friends out there that are content creators that we use apps and over and all this, I mean, even when I went through that over section, there was one thing I never knew, and I found the grand nugget, and that was just how to change text. And I never knew that on my own. So, I mean, like, you never know everything. I mean, like, you could always find a nugget somewheres, you know?
Yeah.
And
and that's something else. I use a lot of different tools for creating things, you know, on my Instagram stories or Instagram posts or Twitter or LinkedIn or Facebook or whatever. And I'm teaching all of that in the course. That's
Yes.
I want people to understand that you don't have to hire a full-blown graphic design videography team. There's ways that you can, and I have some really cool stuff coming up here soon that I'm adding, really cool, life-changing stuff that I'm going to be. I have the CEO of a big company that's going to, because it's related to their company. I don't want to go into full details, but he's going to be helping me with some of the training. Him and I are going to do it together and teach this stuff. So I just, Lynn, I love helping people. I love teaching people. I love, more than anything, I love to see the light bulb come on for people and they go, I get it. Like, I get it. Like, okay, because I've lived in the dark most of my life, and I've had those moments where the light came on and it was like, oh my Lord, you got to be kidding me. I did not know that, and so I like to make it fun and exciting for people to learn.
And you've done a really great job, I got to tell you.
Thank you. And thank you for all those amazing videos. Wow.
Well, you inspire so much. And now it's time. It's the other half of the show where I go ahead and ask you random questions. So if you're ready, I'll put it up there and you can read it and you can answer it. But I do give a clause here. You can either tell the truth or not the truth, and our viewers can decide whether you're telling the truth or not. No, just kidding.
I always tell the truth.
I know. There you go.
Which of your personality traits has been the most useful? I like to laugh, and so I think I like to make other people laugh. So if I can, I'd say laughter is the most useful thing in my life. I love to make people laugh. I love to make people laugh.
And by the way, I tried to go on your TikTok and try to get like one thing I could do a duet with you. And yeah. I don't think you give much permission to do that, which was a bummer.
No, I think I have.
I saw one where your head was blowing up. It was pretty funny.
Yeah. I like to have fun.
Yes, you do. I don't know. What is that? What do you give us? A rocket?
I don't know what star, maybe. I don't know.
You'll have to explain that one to us. Okay, here's another question.
What's a movie you can probably none from start to finish, but I love The Big Lebowski. I love Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Yeah, those are a couple of my favorites.
Oh yeah, they are pretty good, especially when he's on the highway. The car goes on fire.
Crazy. It is such a funny movie.
Yeah, it is. You don't get tired of that one. There we go. Mm-hmm. And this has got to be fun.
If you could write one new law that everyone had to obey, what law would you create? Jeez. Oh, Lord have mercy.
This is lighthearted.
Oh. You're like, Ken, don't get political, please. Because I could get real fast. If you could write one new law that everyone had to obey, what law would you create? I would say I would make it a law for everyone to own their greatness, for everyone to really dig deep and find their internal greatness, because everyone has it. Everyone does.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And that was a shooting star. All right. We love that. Okay, let's see. Okay, here's another one.
What do I like more, being a leader or a follower? There's Sherry Gideon. Sherry, thank you for the wonderful, sweet video. That was so nice. So nice. Thank you. Hey, JR. JR is awesome. Yes, we do. I agree. So what was the question again, Lynn?
It was
Take
do you
Sherry.
like to be a leader?
What do you like more, being a leader or a follower? I mean, I've always been a leader, and I think to be a leader, you have to be able to follow as well. But I've always been, I've always been a leader, a teacher, as somebody that wants to help other people improve and get better. And the only way that that I can help other people get better is if I'm learning myself how to get better. And I think there's a lot of leaders that don't view it that way, and I'm not one of them. I think that if I'm going to help other people become better at anything, then I have to be always looking. Tony Robbins calls it CANI, and it's constant and never-ending improvement. And I live from a place of you're getting a Facebook phone call.
Mr. Rodriguez should be on the show, not calling me.
Yeah, no kidding. What are you doing, Mark? So,
Yeah, Mark.
I hope that answers. I don't know. I don't know that I like being a leader or a follower either way. I just like being me and helping other people.
Okay, let's see. He's the general.
Sherry.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe Rodriguez did that to me. Let's see. This is a good one.
When you have 30 minutes of free time, how do you pass the time?
I don't think you have any. Can you spend all your free time with us?
I do. I mean, I have free time. I actually block free time on my calendar for creativity purposes, working on client projects. I mean, but I also like to work on creativity stuff, and I literally today I had 30 minutes this morning actually, and I started digging into my list of new stuff that hey, Mark Rodriguez, thanks for the video, brother. I appreciate it. That was nice. Very nice. But I'll sit and there's been times where I had 30 minutes and I'm like, you know what? In 30 minutes, I can bang out maybe three or four training videos for the Academy and then upload them later. So, I'll do that. I mean, I like being creative and coming up with ways to help people. That's literally what I live my life for.
I know, you're awesome. You're awesome. Okay, I like this one.
What do you miss about being a kid? Nothing. I had a rough childhood, and so there's not a lot that I miss about being a kid. I am a kid in a lot of ways at 52 years old. I think people, I've met many people that are, I mean, I am friends with some very, very big names, powerful people, and every single one of them that I'm really good friends with Mark Victor Hansen and his wife. And Mark holds the world record for the number of books sold on this planet, 600 million books. And I can call Mark and if he's on the treadmill or he's he'll answer and we'll just talk and laugh about things and talk politics and talk about life and talk, and we just have fun and laugh. And I can do the same thing with Glenn Morshower. I mean, I think that I still am a kid, so I don't miss anything about being a kid. I'm a kid at heart.
And that's just it. I think we live out those little things. My childhood was up and down too, but I think we got those little parts that when I do go back to thinking about a kid, I just think of those little nuggets of when I was happy, and I try to bring those forth and live those now. So that's probably what you do.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Okay. Now be careful, because this is, you shared this out on your page, right? So
what if anything, have you ever regifted? I don't know that I've ever regifted anything.
Okay, maybe that's just a girl thing, but it's a question I like.
I can't think of anything I've ever regifted. If anything, yeah, I don't know. I don't know of anything. I don't know of anything that that I've regifted.
Okay, so you're telling me you're a hoarder, right? Because you keep everything that's given to you.
No,
Right?
I don't keep everything. I mean, it's like, I might sell some. I don't know. I can't think of anything I've regifted. Yeah. Yeah, paying bills is fun. That's something else though, is I've learned to address Tammy's comment. I have learned something that has taken me many, many years to really wrap my brain around this. And that is having a shift. And I get the joke part of that, Tammy. But when I had a shift of, if I said, like, when I lived in Vegas, my electric bill in this humongous house I lived in with 3 air conditioning units and in a gated community, and my electric bills were $700 or $800 a month.
Wow.
They were crazy, really, because the air conditioners never shut off in Vegas. And so, and I can remember thinking, oh my God, a $700-800 electric bill? Are you out? Or what? And so, but when you have the shift of, like, I get to pay this bill, I'm blessed, I get to pay this bill. That's a blessing. It's a blessing to me. It's a blessing that I have a home and bills to pay and all of that. And so, I think that that's half my rent. Yeah, I'm but I'm telling you, once you have a shift from, I have to pay these bills to I get to pay these bills, life starts becoming different. Environment forms us, but we can change it 1000%. Amen and amen and amen. We can change everything, and we can change it in a snap of a finger. We can change everything because it all starts right there. 100%.
Mindset.
100%.
Mind over matter.
Amy Green.
I know.
Love Amy.
Did you know that she was on Grant Cardone? She got to pitch him.
I know.
And do you know?
We were texting.
You know what? She really got like third, but they set those guys up with a pitch. And the fact that she didn't have that as an outline and what she did, she's just, she rocked it.
She's amazing. I'm sure she did. I wasn't in there, but I'm sure she did.
Yep, absolutely.
She's amazing.
Sandra, I met her through a friend of mine. It's her mom. And so, like, I call her my mom. It's just like, she looks too young to be my mom, but she's just amazing. She's just amazing.
That's awesome.
Okay, so let's go to another question. Oh, I got to take that off there. Let's go. Let's see what this is.
What's the most interesting thing you've read or seen this week?
That's not politics.
I haven't seen anything else. That's not politics. Let me think about that. I might have to pull a Mark Furman here and say I wish to assert my Fifth Amendment privilege.
Do you see why I said you could tell the truth or not?
Well, I wouldn't lie, so it's going to be the truth. I'm trying to think of what the most interesting thing is that I've seen or read. I really don't know. I mean, I've seen a lot of craziness in the political environment.
That's for sure.
So that's kind of consumed. In fact, I woke up this morning and I thought, my gosh, I only slept 4.5 hours last night. My brain is on overdrive, obsessed with all of the stuff going on in the world. It's nuts, man. We're in danger if we don't. Anyway,
well, we got to change people's energies and have them understand that we've got to work together as a unit. We can't be children of fighting and, you know, forgetting things. And this is what the show's about. Live, love, laugh, and let go. Let go of all those hindering things so that more can flow. That's,
Yeah.
you know, for the better. So we'll move from that. And I probably shouldn't ask you this question, but I'm going to throw it out there anyways.
If you had to flee the country, where would you choose to live? Where would I choose to live? I would live probably in, I mean, I almost bought a house years ago down in St. Martin, the island of St. Martin.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nice. If I had to flee the country, I'd probably go to St. Martin or somewhere in the Caribbean. So beautiful down there. Not sure you saw what I said earlier. Politics and religion do not mix with business. Agree or disagree? You know,
depends who you're talking to. There's people that can respect each other's opinion and have a healthy debate, is what I think.
I mean, you know, you are who you are, and you know, look, not everybody's going to like me and love me, and I get that, and I'm cool with that. You know, there was a time in my life when I was a people pleaser and I wanted everybody to love me and like me and you know, and yes, keep positive vibes, but also be real and realize that, you know, there's going to be days where it just sucks. You know, life can be it can be crap sometimes. And you know, I just be yourself. Just be yourself. I mean, it's not all today. I'm a little bit tired. You know, I'm just being real, but that's all right. You get up and you go anyway, and you know, yeah. So to answer Tammy's question, politics and religion do not mix with business. I mean, I've done business with people on both sides of the aisle. I've done website development for one particular party, a lot of it. I've done business with people who are Muslim and Buddhists and everything else, and you know, so I don't know. I think that's a personal thing. For me, I'm just who I am, and if you don't like it, you know,
next,
best wishes to you. So I don't agree or disagree. I think that it can work either way. So yeah. Do I have any ridiculous goals in life? Absolutely, I do. Yes.
Awesome. Any of them you want to share with us?
Yeah, I'll share. I want a private jet. I want a jet. I want a Gulfstream 550 like Grant Cardone has, to be exact.
There you go. When you grow up, yep.
Yeah, you know, I'll tell you, I'm 52 years old, and here's something that's encouraging. You know, Grant didn't really start getting it until he was about 52, 53, 54 years old. He didn't really, and it's only been in the last few years that he really started killing it. And so I look at people like him and I look at people like, you know, I'm 52 and I just wrote a chapter in a book with a New York Times 4 times New York Times bestselling author. And you know, I'm 52. So, but when I was 25, I wanted everything right now. And I've always lived like that. I want what I want when I want it, and I want it right now. And I'll, you know, do whatever. I'll work 24 hours straight, you know, whatever, to get to something that I want really, really bad. But I also understand now that there's a gestation period for everything. And you know, you don't plant the seed and then stand over top of it screaming at it to grow. You just plant seeds. You just keep going, go. And when it's time, when it's your season, the harvest will spring up. It will spring up. the problem I think most people have is they're not planting seeds. They're not putting in the work. They're not doing what they need to do. They're not studying the courses, reading the books, doing the things that they need to do. They just expect that life's going to be great for them, and then they get pissed off when it isn't. So, I think that we need to set ourselves up with the understanding that you've got to plant seeds. There's a gestation period. I watch your live streams. I watch Tom's. I watch everybody that's in the GrOwLive Academy. I try to at least watch a few minutes of everybody's videos, and I go through and I see massive improvement over time. It's over time. Jamie Green, the very first live stream she did was great, but she's doing much, much better now the more she does it. So that's something that I think that we all need to understand, that we need to give ourselves the latitude of growing and understanding that, you're going to make mistakes, and you're going to grow. You're going to learn. If a customer knows you have a certain belief, they may not want to buy from you. I want to do business with everyone. So, I'm okay. So I've done business with people who, I've done business in the past with people who we didn't see eye to eye politically, or we didn't see eye to eye on other things. And it was a very, very huge contrast. And some of it's worked out and some of it hasn't. But I mean, I know you want to do business with everyone, but you're not going to. And you've got to accept that. You've got to accept that you're not going to do business with everyone. Once you say, I accept that I'm not going to be able to get everyone as a client, it's just not real. It's not possible. But once you accept that, it's like in the book, the Road Less Traveled. It's an amazing book. And it's written by M. Scott Peck. And the very first 3 words of the book are, life is difficult. And he doesn't say that to try to be negative. He says that to say, look, once you accept that life is difficult, you start transcending the difficulties in life much, much easier. So it's like, if I accept I'm not going to do business with everyone, that's just not real. It's not possible.
I read that book. It's a good book.
It's an amazing book. It changed my life. That book, literally, if people say, what was the book that really shifted everything for you? That was the book. And it was 17 years ago that I read that book the first time. I read it quite often. I reference it quite often too. It's an amazing.
I'm going to reread that one. That's an awesome book.
Yeah. And Tammy says, that's why I say politics and religion don't mix with business. Look, I posted a picture of me wearing my Trump hat and my I voted sticker the other day, and people unfriended me on Facebook. And here's what I have to say about that. Peace out. Good luck with your life. Bye-bye. We weren't friends anyway, apparently. So
absolutely.
And I don't need I mean, Glenn and I don't see eye to eye on everything, but he's my best friend in the entire world. I could call him at 3:00 in the morning if I needed something, and he'd be there to help me. And it's the same with me. So I don't personally, I don't care. If you're going to unfriend me because I voted for Trump, bye. I don't care. It tells me that you spend your time listening to mainstream media and not doing your own research. So anyway, it is what it is. So,
So I have one last surprise for you.
Uh-oh.
So interestingly enough, I met Ken a long time ago, 7 years ago, maybe, when he was commenting on all the Grant Cardone stuff. And I'm like, who's this Ken guy? And then he got on Periscope, and then he won a ride on Grant Cardone's jet. And I'm like, damn, this guy's awesome. And then I got to meet him, build more of a relationship when he was working for this other guy in Las Vegas. And then just since then, he has built my website, did a great job on infinityinvest.com. It looks awesome. I've paid him to coach me, and it's been so effective. I'm a part of the GrOwLive Academy, which helps all of us pull out our inner talents of going live and making us more comfortable. So Ken, thank you so much for being a part of my live. Thank you for the Thursday night calls and bringing all of these valuable people into our lives. So just wanted to say thank you for everything you do for me, for us, and everyone else in this world. Thank you.
I love Corey. Corey is amazing. And I've been blessed with he's had me do some one-on-one coaching with him and I love that dude. And that guy is an example of, like, it blows my mind that I get to work with people like him. He owns over 5,000 apartments. Like, that dude is like killing it in life. He's doing great. And I'm honored and proud to call him a friend and a client, and that he's part of the GrOwLive Academy. I love it all. And I love you, Lynn. You're amazing. Thank you for this. Sandra said, I used to care too much, but not so much. Right. Once you grow and you grow up, right? We're not in high school. Come on. What a great video. Oh, that's all right, Jamie.
No, we like I said, 2 days was not enough to get everybody involved. I just was inspired. But I know your feelings echo like everyone else. So, and I didn't mean to leave anybody out of our class at all. There's
80 some people in there now. It's all good.
Yeah. So, but my intention is collectively was to give you a vibration of how much we do appreciate you. And the fact that you took the time out today was it just meant the world to me. And I know that it meant to everybody else. And I thought Tom was going to really mess it up on his video. He was like, oh, I can't wait for Wednesday and all this. And I'm like, you are right. No, don't say nothing. You never know what Ken's going to hear.
Tom's such a good dude.
Oh,
you guys are amazing. Thank you.
My fellow classmates in GrOwLive Academy, I thank you so much for being part of our live. Your spirit was here greatly. And we're over a little time here. I want to close out with the video that I started with, and then you stay there, Ken. Thank you, everyone that came on here. Now you know why I'm so inspired to get on here. My intentions are to be a master connector, like my mentor and my keynote speaker and my friend for life here. I love you so much, and I hope that that you'll never forget this, because I surely won't. So
I love you too, Lynn. And I want to say thank you to everybody, Sherry and Tammy and Jamie and Tom and everybody, Mark Rodriguez. I love all of you, and I'm very incredibly grateful that you put all this together. Thank you for the amazing videos, and it's touched me. Thank you.
All right, so this video is a little bit of time spent with Ken in Vegas, as well as some of his other friends in the video. So here we go, and you guys have a great day, okay? Change and impact somebody's life, okay? We only have today. The wrong video, darn it.